All right, what's going on, Tycoon? Super excited for today's video. We're going to be looking at Bloktopia, okay? And I'm going to be giving you guys the major supply and demand zones, all right? And those are basically the areas to buy and sell at. But before we do, I just want to show you guys briefly. This is their website, okay? Just so you can get an idea of, what it looks like, okay? This is actual in-game footage. So this is what the game will be looking like in the metaverse, and you'll be playing on a, VR headset and stuff like that, all right? Built and backed by Polygon. If you like Polygon, I really like them a lot. Let me know if you want a video on Polygon and why I like them. Okay. But yeah, so there's so much on there. Okay, they're dealing with NFTs. You can learn in there, right? So they're basically kind of setting it up to where you could take classes, okay, in these places, in the future. But basically, there's YouTube, Telegram, and crypto. Twitter information is very disjointed. Bloktopia will overcome this issue by positioning itself as a central hub where users can come and learn in an open and friendly environment. So that's really awesome. And then you can generate revenue through multiple income streams. Okay, Bloktopia will be a land of earning opportunities for Bloktopians. Following the IDO, Bloktopia real estate will be made available for Bloktopians to purchase. Other opportunities will consist of passive earning, staking, and advertising. Okay, so not only can you buy block, right, and use it and hold it on there, and trade it, okay, on like KuCoin, for instance, but what you can also do is you can stake block, which staking is really important. And especially if you're new to crypto, I suggest watching this video in the top right hand corner on what is staking, because Ethereum is moving to proof of stake versus proof of work. So they're switching from mining to staking, basically, is what's going on in the crypto world. All right, and then you'll be able to play, okay? So you can relax, socialize, have fun, and compete. Users can come and play games, entertain friends, and network through a truly immersive first-person perspective of a virtual reality world. And then create, you'll be able to create things, art, challenges, tournaments, those type of things. All right, so the three earning opportunities is block, okay? The native token, which we're about to show you guys the chart. There's reblock, where you buy, sell, and lease virtual real estate. So like, their virtual real estate is basically known as reblock, okay? And then ad block, which is receive income via advertising. So, there's block, reblock, ad block, okay? Real estate block, advertising block, basically. And then there's a token lock, okay? And then it goes over the utility, some things like that, some of their partners. All right. So that's just a brief rundown of Bloktopia. Definitely check them out and let me know in the comments below if you want to deep dive on Bloktopia. They have tons and tons of just good stuff behind them. I really like them. All right. So as promised, here's the chart. Okay. We're looking at Bloktopia on TradingView, which is a free trading platform. Anybody can use it to, I like to use it to chart and make these videos for you guys. You can't really trade on it, but it's nice to just, it's an easy platform and free to use. And everything I have drawn in here, you guys can draw as well. Okay. I have a full tutorial in the up right hand corner, explaining how to use supply and demand and how it is basically the most effective thing. Okay. It's much more effective than support and resistance levels. But in essence, okay, the top up here is going to be our supply zone. It's red. That basically means sell. And green is our demand zone on the bottom. That basically means buy. Okay. So you could say that Bloktopia has been trading sideways, right? And possibly in a box consolidation. Um, you know, and what that means is that every time we've been up here in the supply zone. Okay. So basically there was demand. Okay. Demand drove us all the way up to these prices. And then there was more supply than there was demand. Okay, so there was a supply imbalance and we sold off back into demand very quickly. So if you notice, in between our supply and demand zones, we move aggressively and quickly into the other position. Okay, so we're moving aggressively in one direction down to our demand zone. So it's not like we're like going like this and then, just like taking forever to come back down into demand. No, this is the daily chart. If you look here, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, less than 2 weeks to hit demand. And then another less than 2 weeks for it to bounce off of demand and come up back into our supply. And then once we're in supply, we come back down aggressively. And Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general has been bleeding very hard. So don't be disheartened. Okay. If you are down bad on Bloktopia, okay, you could have bought up here in supply. And if you aren't familiar with supply and demand, you may not have been prepared for these sharp drops. Okay, let's say you bought up here and it sharp drop here, and then you sold, and then you see it recover back to the price you got in, you bought in again, and then it drops back down, and you're just like, screw it, man, I'm done with Bloktopia, screw this coin. No, a big picture, what's going on is Bitcoin has been doing performing poorly. Okay, and so altcoins, metaverse coins, Blocktopia, things like that, they're going to be hit a lot harder because their market cap is a lot smaller. All right, if you look on the day, they are down 5.88% right now, at the time of this recording. So yeah, so basically I'll go ahead and give it to you guys. Our demand zone, okay, where to look for getting a bullish position, well, meaning like you would buy it and thinking it's going to go up, is going to be between 0.0597, okay, all the way down to what is this here, 0.046. Okay, so around 0.06, okay, down to about 0.045 is going to be our demand zone. All right, the way you want to play this, okay, is there's two ways, right? Let me get my thing going real quick. Oops. All right, so what you can do is you can place an order here, right, at the 0.06, and you can have your stop loss below the demand zone, okay? Because the way it works with supply and demand is you're playing the market, okay? You're not playing anything else, all right? And so the market fills these orders, and sometimes people's stop losses get triggered. So let's say the market makers are looking at this, right? And they see this demand zone, and they are able to push it down to the demand zone. They might just tip it just a little bit out just to trigger some people's stop losses before recovering. Okay, so what I recommend doing is to either set an alert. Okay, so you basically like right click and then hit add alert on whatever trading platform you're using, just a little bit below. Okay, so whatever you're comfortable with losing, it is a pretty significant you know, kind of range right here. But that's basically how you trade supply and demand. All right. So don't be shook out. If you see it come down here, it could just be a wick. Okay. What you need is the bodies of the candlesticks, the big bodies, not the wicks, to start trading below demand and heading lower to show us that, okay, well, there was no demand in here. And so basically nobody wanted to buy it there. There were no market orders coming in for people to purchase it. So there was no demand. So the supply, there was still more supply than there was demand. So it'll fall further. And we have support levels at 0.035, 0.025, and 0.011. Those are going to be our major support levels. But Blocktopia is down pretty big. And, the bleeding could continue, but definitely look for it to find some, at least consolidate perhaps in between those ranges between 0.045 and like 0.06. I do think at least we will consolidate a little bit, if not recover sooner. Okay, so ideally I would be looking for us to do this again. Okay, but what could happen is we could we could do something like this, right, where we come down. Where's my thing at? Let's say we do this. Okay, we come down and we just consolidate. We're hovering around the bottom. Oh, we show signs we're going to break out, false breakout, come back down. And we could do this, okay, before recovering and coming back up into our supply zone. All right, or there's always a possibility we could just drop. Okay, we could come in here, come up, false breakout, and then fall and find support at this level, or this level. Okay, things are not always going to go in your favor. You have to be prepared for that. Okay, so even though I think we do have a demand zone between 0.06 and 0.045, I will be prepared if we drop lower for possible bounce levels at major support levels. Okay, so definitely just keep this one on your radar. I like it a lot. And thank you guys for watching. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to join the Options Trading Tycoons Discord, where you can gain access to all of our trades, our entries, our exits. We trade crypto, stock, options, all of that every day, and there's multiple admin members, not just me. It's a really, really great group, and we are just, absolutely killing it week in and week out when it comes to taking profit in the market, whether it's a bull market or a bear market. We know how to play that downside, and the trend is your friend. We don't fight the trend, and we're also very keen and aware for where a trend reversal is going to happen potentially, and we're always prepared. All right, so the link to join that will be in the description below, and you can use code Zachly, like the channel name, ZachlyTrades, to get yourself a discount.